major big funded shows. Join one of the independent podcasts. It's still one of the most popular. 3 million people a month download it. How did he get there? Well, turns out he's been doing it for 10 years. Who even had heard of podcasts in 2007? But that's when he started, and he's been doing it ever since. It started slow. He told me he remembers the first time he actually looked up his podcast statistics. 26 people had downloaded his podcast. Not 2,600, 26 people had downloaded his podcast. And he thought it was so depressing, he didn't look at his stats for another 6 years. So he kept going. And today he's built a massive audience. We have to, as entrepreneurial thinkers, learn to outlast the competition. I also don't want to leave the impression the only metric of success is about huge podcast numbers or having some massive reach. That is a great thing to aspire to. For a person who may in fact get there, but you don't have to get there in order to be successful. As we saw with the story of Stephanie focusing on the small win, there's a lot of good that can come even before you break through in a huge way. This is only Faye Wu. I met Faye a few years ago because she's a podcaster. She had me on her show. And I got to know Faye, I realized something incredible. Now, she has a small podcast that did not have the download numbers that Jordan and Nora Charm does. But she has nonetheless been able to build a business for herself on the back of having this podcast. Not because she's getting lucrative sponsor dollars. That hasn't happened yet. But what happened is something perhaps even more surprising. A full 25% of the guests on her show has actually gone on to hire her for business projects. And it all started not because she pitched them, because it was ever a plan to get them as clients, but because she learned about these people, cared about them, got to know them, and she made suggestions like sending lists to people about ways that they might improve their website and its functionality. Now, this was not a ploy to get them to hire her. These are things they could all do on their own. But she had developed such a strong rapport with them that when they found out that she did branding, that she did web design, they reached out and said, well, could you do this for us? We'd love to hire you. And she's built a successful entrepreneurial venture for herself as a result, really, of the relationships. That's a metric that we can focus on. Is how you build deep relationships with your audience, with people around you, with your community. So we think to the last point, the last story, about how we can all start to think more entrepreneurially. This is Pat Flynn. Pat also is a blogger and podcaster, but his story is a little distinctive, and when I read about it, I realized there was an important lesson in it. Pat actually started out working for an architecture firm, and during the Great Recession in 2008, he lost his job. He actually just passed an exam, though. He'd been studying for a while to get certified in green buildings, being confident in the green building world. And in order to study for this exam, just pretty hard to pass, he had set up a blog where he was posting his study notes and all the things that he was learning, just so he could really keep himself focused. And he thought, hey, maybe my efforts can help some other people as well. His site had become pretty popular because there was useful information on it, so he began ranking pretty highly in search engine results. So eventually Pat decided that maybe he would take his blog posts that he had written, that he shared for free, and put it together as an ebook. Just, an easy way for people to start reading it all in one place. So he puts all of his blog posts together as an ebook, puts it up on his website, and something kind of amazing happened. His first month selling the ebook, he brought in nearly $8,000 from doing it. That was stunning to him because it was more than twice as much money as he was making in an architecture firm. And the timing was pretty good because he had just gotten laid off. But of course, when he realized that this was starting to take off, he wanted to understand it. He wanted to understand why people were buying this book so he could learn more about his customers and why they were doing it. So he sent out a survey. He asked people, why did you buy the ebook? How did you hear about it? And he realized something kind of astonishing. A full quarter of the people who wrote here about the ebook said that they had already passed the green building exam. They didn't need the book anymore. He said, well, why did you buy it if you don't need it? And he said, Pat, to reading your blog, and this is the first... the first chance that we had to pay you back. Think about that for a minute. If you can have the kind of relationship with your customers, with your audience, with your community, with the people around you, so that they care enough, that they value what you do enough, that they would be willing to buy something they don't even need, and thank you, that's a testament. Obviously, you don't want to be telling people things they don't need, but think about the emotion and the sentiment behind that. If we really want to be entrepreneurial thinkers, if we want to embrace flexibility, adaptability, thinking about what the audience wants and needs, and being able to deliver that in innovative ways, one of the best things we can do is to ask ourselves, how can we create a relationship with that community such that they would want to purchase something just as a thank you? How do we get them to value what we're doing that much? If we can reach that level, we will have succeeded. So today, we all live in a busy world. You know this. A study by the Ratify Group in 2015 showed that the average professional sends or receives 122 email messages per day. That number is only getting worse. It is only compounding. A study by the Atlassian Group said that the average professional spends 52 hours per month in meetings. It's well over a full work week. So we can have in meetings. But if you think about it, averages out 2 or 3 meetings a day, probably right. 62 hours a month. We are being pulled in a million directions. Everyone's attention is frayed. And amidst all of this, we have massive change, technological change, disruption, new innovations, new trends, new geopolitics. Somehow we have to adapt. Somehow we have to make ourselves indispensable. The more we can think entrepreneurially, the more we can learn to bring these ideas together, to bring them, to make them a part of our lives, the more successful we can be over the long term. That's why I wrote Entrepreneurial You, to be able to kind of provide a playbook for people in today's economy to go a little bit further and think about how we can bring this into our own lives and our own careers. So today, I lay out 11 different strategies about how we can think more entrepreneurially. Some may resonate with you, others might not. It's a smorgasbord. But if you can take just 1 or 2 and begin to apply them, begin to make them a part of your life, create career insurance for ourselves moving forward. Thank you so much. whether it's commuting cyclists in London in this map, or some commuting balloons in this map. And this is a study where they had GPS rockets on a trickle balloons, on most of the trickle balloons, and they were sampling them every second, so they had their location every second over a 3-week period. So that's a lot of data points. And the nice thing about it was you get these kind of daily movements, so you can see this is where they start sleeping, and then just when they go out foraging, and they move back to the sleeping site. That gives it a nice overall impression of their behaviour, but what the researchers were really interested in is how the make decisions and where they decide to go. So thanks to their data, they took 7% information, you can zoom into particular points. The one we showed was sort of running across this area of Scotland. It was like the last by like the farmers, so it was a big thing for them to run across it and hang around. And we could then see that exact moment, you can see some of this run one way, some run another way, and also the kind of go signal that the one that they were started running on was led by juvenile and ran out and signal. And you can see how at different moments in time, the ability that's slightly compromised where they would go all the way to the other, but it's a very democratic decision-making process that the researchers had a hunch about, but was really able to prove through a large-scale data mining exercise and creating rules about when one would do goes one way, how the others follow. And this study really represents, I think, that transition from a researcher having to spend weeks in the field in a highway or a truck just monitoring visually the behaviours of the animals to essentially being able to remotely follow them and things like that. And it's a transition that I think probably been most profound in looking at marine data in particular. So this is up until about, I don't know, 20 years ago, because that's the process of one of the most comprehensive data sets on the distribution of whales that existed. And it's actually created from 19th century whaling logs. So in this case, it was because whales were a resort, particularly Boston and particularly around here, particularly depending on the stimuli when the whales were how you call, because it was essentially a routing exercise. And Townsend went through and manually mapped each of the locations of the whales appeared by species, and hit this distribution map looking at different species of whale at different times of years appearing. And this, like a number of examples in the animal kingdom, is an example of where you're mapping where the animals die, essentially. It's not managing, but managing killed. You're managing resources, you're managing our environment, you're managing an ecosystem. And that kind of next researchers in the 60s onwards to start developing their own mini sensors to monitor animal movement behaviour. This is one of the first wire-logging devices that's created. It was for it was Swansea, and you can see here the rings that each prisoner must bring in is a piece of cork. And on that piece of cork, he had a bit of magnesium that was burning. It came from the water, and they strapped it to the front of penguins. And when the penguin was swimming, the speed of the push that cork in, come up that syringe, and you the magnesium the line on it, and you see how fast they go swimming. There were times before, and even with this some device on the back of them, you discovered that the birds are swimming faster and further than we thought. Jump forward to the present day, this is what Rory's lab now looks like. It's kind of a machine control of the animal data. Here we have a couple of gigs of data from the surfing option that then attached to so you can see there's all kinds of different sensors that are crammed into this small device now, accelerometers, magnetometers, GPS. So this is kind of like a feed of information they have about birds spiralling, behaviour looking at certain things, that kind of thing. So we really wanted to kind of get a grasp, get the data, see if we can visualise it in an interesting way. How do you take that, which is necessarily use a basic version of a data feed, how do you make that into something that's a bit like this, where you've actually just extracted a small sample of that data, a really interesting part of it is for a few seconds of multiply. And you've looked at the air temperature outside, some other things that we're mapping here, and you can really see now the sensors are detecting very tiny kind of fluctuations, temptations, anything, bird behaviour, and they can start looking at understanding and actually how things are, how they behave, and how they different things. So that's the journey we're on here. And it's a really remarkable technology, so we've got Rory's really high resolution magnetometers, accelerometers, things like that we talked about first. And then we've also got tags that, this is the largest tag that we've got a picture in the book, so I can keep them out. That thing is capable of collecting about 62 gigabytes of data in a 12-hour time period, about one whale. So here there's a couple of attachments to this suction cups, you attach a send-out to a couple of them, they go up behind the whale, and with this kind of long hole, and then it goes hit the pump down there, takes it back the whale and switch on, and then after that's got whales and drop off and place the surface with all this data. And then these are kind of passive sensors, they have active ones too, but they're passive in the sense that they're using the whale's sonar to detect what the whale is doing. So when whales choose whales in particular hunt, they emit some sonar, and bounce it back from their environment, and this is the way that detecting about some sensors able to detect that as well. And we have the exact moment, which is over a 5-second period, when a tooth whale is hunting at a very small bit, but it's basically big. And just from the sonar, it's tricky to see here, but you can see that there's signatures here, and this is stuff bouncing, this is the reflection coming back from the particular fish that he's hunting after. So the width of each of these boxes columns here is the time between passes. So the whale starts off clicking, so we'll let it click and wait 2 milliseconds before the next one comes back, 2 milliseconds before the next one comes back, and it kind of calls resolution, it realises there's a fish here, this is something I'm interested in, and then it zooms a bit on the pitch, and then for a couple of seconds it does this pass, it's a really high resolution, raised and then it's a signature, and we get every moment the fish is getting closer and closer, the whale's head here, so it's distant, so you can see the fish is getting closer to the whale, and then this is a film proof that it realises that it's going to be lunch, and it coils up and kind of springs on to try and sort of wait till it gets to that slightly the big headboard data. That's really interesting. What surprised me really was on the kind of initial take on it. So here we have the big headboard, this is the main feature story about these particular sensitivity graphs. I said that previously, so Oliver, he then puts in an initial draft layout of the first layout we have, and he didn't think to just remove all the colour and all that kind of clutter and just focus on one individual track, one individual story. That's what we want to show. So we need to be careful. And it's like this later entry to the alternative entry. They're not looking at the whole quality organic, they're looking on one particular bridging there or something like that, so people can understand that and relate to it, which is essentially what we're trying to do here. So this is a fictitious track that's just been drawn on, but we start looking through the headboard to find one that we particularly thought was representative, and we settled on Rudolph, who is an element field that was tagged for a year or more, I think, a couple of years. And we actually track him swimming along the Atlantic Peninsula, pulling out here, see ice and swimming back across towards the Falkland Islands and around there. One story that we then started thinking, well, this is really interesting, but it's a bit of a blank canvas still. We've got the journey, but what's he encountering? What kind of terrain is there? What's going on in the water beneath him? So we spent a lot of time working on terrain mapping techniques, and we'll talk briefly about this in a second. That really captures, the ocean floor as it is, so you can see the deep trenches he's swimming over, the sea ice he's encountering, and really getting to grips with that single narrative. Well, here we have the hairball still here, but it's actually been struck down quite a small part of the double-page spread, because we wanted to push on that individual. If you go Rudolph 2 spreads in the book, which is Margaret, so they have two double-page spreads. This is actually really interesting to the data that he lays down for ocean temperature. So that particular transect is from across the page here. The black line is the depth that he's going to. Now, I thought this was great from a sensor, but this line here is 1,000 metres down. So at that point, he rates 1,000 metres underwater, rather than the same, but actually seals are capable of really guiding to those kinds of depths. And that's why they're great ocean monitors, because as they're going down, they can make measurements, and you get a temperature gradient here of data. You can see how, we've gone from that initial hairball, which looks a bit like this long sensor data, into individual animal sites, to a much more cleaner impression of what's going on. So really, a lot of what we do is a data production exercise, when we talk about big data, but we're actually in the business of producing as much of the data as we can to get that insider intelligence, I guess. For another part of the story, it's really important to have contestant places. I mentioned the sequel that we were interested in for Rudolph, but if you're a bird and you're flying, actually the battlefield is what you're interested in is the country of your passing to that air, and that's what we're encountering. So I'm sure many of you have seen this really excellent weather visualization called the Null Storm. It's one of the first visualization covers that have really made the contract mostly up and having these scientists kind of know what they're doing sometimes when it comes to data visualization, and they're capable of creating these kinds of graphics. So I'm inspired by that. I thought we were willing to show global patterns for a story about the Atlas office. So here is something I generated, which is only art in concepts, that is in our program of visualization, so we're done it now, which captures the conditions of how something is that we're interested in. It's not a data science or I was wishing for it was there, which I was like, it's basically Antarctica, this Antarctica all been rushing off. And the reason this is so important was it did waterline this story about this migration, it's what we have to go all the way around Antarctica. And there's this point of no return, especially Kerguelen Island here, and especially because of the way that the winds are kind of looking around the continent, it's easier for a bird to fly all the way around than to try and turn back to the breeding colony. So you can see this guy made it, and then turn backwards, this one carried on all the way around because they need to turn itself. And the researchers haven't actually mapped the readings onto their data or their data on the people. So this is something that we're quite pleased with, because it's difficult to like some of the importance of looking at the contents of the animals moving through, and that's some evidence, particularly by researchers who are represent that, this is true for their data. And then just a final example of concepts that we can now do, is thanks to satellite imagery and robotic technology, you can actually map the data onto the conditions that the animals really experience at the time. So this is a story about snowy out in the Great Lakes, and how they spend time over the winter, and how thanks to tracking technology, the researchers noticed that the birds are spending a lot of time on lakes, on the Great Lakes, and actually discovered that they were floating on ice and hunting wildfowl. And if we use a kind of standard satellite imagery based map for this, that was probably taken in the summer or something like that, all these circles at the moment when the bird to go out and spend some time drifting on ice would have been in water, they would have been on ice. So thanks to remote imagery, we were able to get approximate dates over a month-long period. We had this data, so we selected one day in that month, and we were able to align the bird based on the actual ice information, which we really often people come over that, but from a very detailed perspective, it's quite important for us to be able to do that, and it's really demonstrative of a transition from kind of like a data core environment to a data rich one that satellites there to give us. So that's what the council about some of our design process. In one of our books, I think there was it's nearly every day more than 2 years at a time on a book that we had never done these books by ourselves. I have proof this book without changes that we process huge data sets and GIS expertise. And this is general knowledge of cartography and computer programming, deep learning scripts that proof has been better. And on the work of the table, besides the journalistic storytelling perspective, is the geography. And a big part of helping our reader engage in these graphs and pull away a story is label. And every time I read a book, there's a big principles of what does a road look like in farm ground. For example, how to label country versus bed versus potential animals. Have a great hierarchy. That's what we just zero in on what they want to know as quickly as possible. So I'm talking through, for example, I was in Los Angeles, I hear stories of the book, and the story of conservation that was to me is about P22, about mine, so Los Angeles. I live near Griffith Park. P22 is been an English in Hollywood right now, so I'm just on Twitter account, get t-shirts with the Night Line. This is an incredible photograph, which you jury shots for National Geographic, using camera traps. And the problem that the mountain lions in some operation are facing is that they're effectively ruined on 7 islands by the freeway 3, 8, 10, and 10 long, and 10 line mountains is not population. 22, the Santa Monica doesn't got for the park with myself, but the chance for him getting back to Santa Monica is amazing. Santa Monica, even then, he's been making the 17 goals, so he's got the prognosis for his Santa Monica is not very good. Down in Santa Ana, down in South LA with Mark County, always San Diego with another population of mountain lions. Both cases, they really need, in the state of Canada, dedicated bridge that you start to see some of the countries in Canada, so we have some countries are building forested overpasses to allow people to live in the wildlife. This proposal is green lighted to help mountain lions from the 22 family of the Santa Monica Mountains, get across the 101. But down in Santa Ana, that really hasn't, that proposal hasn't taken hold, right? We really want to zero in on that Santa Ana population. This is about 15 years of mountain lion tracking in Southern California, the Santa Ana Mountains. And as I showed the field, you just plot data that comes out of sensors that the mutable lines are how can you start establishing context to bring the story to life for readers. Well, one thing you want to do is explore the lake and the terrain that the mountain lions are passing through. We've got digital elevation models of mountain ranges along the coast. And it was important to me that this book have a translator and ensemble, just have a color palette and a visual feel, tie all these different national parts of the world, different species and technology together, and yet come from a fine art background. I wanted to take the little bit further. Visual techniques, or an art school called when you're out in shadow areas, just draw on dots, and when you're highlight areas, draw keywords. So what Taylor James, number of iterations, he wrote a custom script where he could essentially take his elevation model, run through this, and put lots of little dots on a sibling in the dark shadow areas of the mountain ranges, and see the dots in the lower lying flat areas. And so you end up getting an output looking like this, which we use on every land-based flat put up throughout the book, and that same technique is what gives the textures for the picture you saw in the sea lion. But then there's a lot of human environments that mountain lions are interacting with, and you need to start identifying them. So this is at the very beginning of the book, before we even start producing all these maps, coming out with the typographic palette, series of font that we use interchangeably. How to label water, how to label cities, a series of symbols we use to label mortality events or whatever we feel animal. And then filling a template, an illustrator that has the hierarchy broken out, easily turn on and turn off, and organize all of this contextual information. And so the change starts heading eastwards. This is drainage in Southern California, and most of this is on screen, those screens, and temporary drainages, seasonal drainages are usually irrelevant, so it's enormous clean shores are turning this into something that doesn't take guys. And I start drawing in the road network. Now this is really the story of the environment, it's the story of the animal behavior, so this is going to be what I want to highlight my map more than the drainage. And so we're going to do this over the sibling, and in our initial draft chart, you something like this. And I got all of the things I'll show earlier, and I just keep it back over the darker gray for male lions and lighter gray for female lions, and then start talking to the researcher. We pull out 5 individuals and they show different behaviors. That is the females don't have orange, just for something. Female mountain lions tend to stay close to where they born and they continue to raise their cubs. Whereas you get mountain lions who, mountain lions who need to disperse out for whatever reason, one being that they will be so eaten by old mountain lions and they don't strike out and find their own territory. So this is one of the mountain lions that the penis who needs to Santa Ana, near Pendleton, here, and then comes down along the coast and ocean side and comes up on Santa Margarita River, comes over and it's almost documented in 15, 17 years. Mountain lions crossed west to east across Argentina. So this crossing takes 23 steps up the Argentina, a little bit all the way down to Mexico, but comes down here into the Apple Valley, preys on farmers, raise sheep. The farm gets a degradation permit and that's a sticker shot. The challenge is not just getting across and letting walk up the past farmers. Again, this wasn't really doing it for me. The cover scheme, the group is all this stuff. Say the ones in the background, the male female lines, it's getting harder to, as a peer connect with the individual sports. So I cleaned out all the other lines, adjust them in these bright highlight colors to pull out the individual stories and in the hierarchy, subject to everything else. These are ongoing conservation issues. It's a story of people we did wrong. I mean, the mountain lions are, I shouldn't know, they tell us that they would gone too far. There are freeways, our infrastructure is greater area than we had previously imagined. These now take steps like green mitigated bridges to kind of step out and give wildlife the chance to live in Russia and humans. But over Kenya, where the infrastructure has been so permanently fixed on our landscape, there's some proactive measures on foot focus on the planet where they're developing infrastructure with wildlife. But the regulators in this way to go over Kenya work with city elements. And they lobby to join our exhibition in South National Park. We're recently a major railway was built from Nairobi in the center of the country to Mombasa on the coast. This railway, high-speed railway, body sections from South National Park, right through relevant migration corridors, fly through city elements, body efforts, and working with local organizations to able to get construction companies to install these underpasses that floats throughout the entire railway. You can only a railway, we've got these tunnels underneath, but what they didn't know was which of these many underpasses built as opposed to the use, and we can figure out which one they're going to use, and we can target their conservation efforts and anti-poaching efforts to those corridors. So powered are there 10 elements, 5 male, 5 female, belts around their neck with a counterweight on the bottom and a GPS device on the top. Belts are pretty rough on these devices, and they'll tram along the same sort of registry. And then this is a zoom out on the larger map. We have to show what happened after 30 days of being caught. And a key theme of this book is that the animals aren't just furry robots out there in the world, but like world type. They make individual decisions all the time, and a couple of those individual decisions, even within species, come out. So after being powered, there's this one you see here in red, which is powered up here on the top of the map. And anytime you message to an animal and power is automatically, and one of the incredibly shoot a target with a helicopter, land, run over, take all the measurements, pour water on the animal, keep his breathing airway open, attach the collar, and then inject the cancer that we sample back up all within about 10 to 12 minutes. I believe I was watching this right running, but after this 12 minutes, the animal wakes up, and on the island here, the red line, she comes rushing down and goes right to the human that she trusts here by the Kenya Wildlife Service field training school, and for about 30 days, hung around outside during school, she knew she was safe there. A couple other ones just continue doing what they do and going over to some of the rivers that they like to drink. This guy, down here, using the first one, in 24 hours, getting power to use one of the upper methods, and they just let it appear. And within a month, use crossing your regular basis. And so you get a sense of both sides. So this is the railway berm, construction is flying in, and south, east of south west. They're planning to turn this 2-lane road into a multi-lane 4, 5, 6-lane road, which is another barrier for the overseas across. But again, with proactive planning, they can build their infrastructure with all that. Just to give a sense of how quickly they can get in there and common elements, and then flowing in one that looks up. Take out the one too thrilled that the spring is scraping in the number on the side of the element, but yeah, easy when you're doing aerial surveys to see where they come from. So anyway, that's one of the couple sources of using a combination of science, research, technology, complicated visualization to make sure that humans and animals can coexist forward. Did you also have to deal with untrustworthy data? What do you mean by untrustworthy? Like from different data places and maybe or just it just didn't seem like it was actually reasonable. So it's an interesting debate actually within the community about what to do with bad data. Because of the trend of the sequence of acting and like where you have to be always reporting the results of what data is useful as well. And this really applies to what stage you share your data. So are you sharing data that or collecting that data that's on the device, or do you share stuff that's come through a data cleaning process? So we were getting data from all stages of that process. Now, some stuff was completely on, like, GPS point, was what now becomes it away, whatever they did that. About the basic cleaning operation results was a set of data stuff that you run across the same way, which there's no way how it went down the an hour or something like that. But our approach to it is try and show as much of the data as possible without doing too much with it. Now, there's whole studies on how you set basic data points and all that kind of stuff. We try to stay out that much as possible to show specific for the kind of data that it can, because if the data set is done later, someone doesn't want to explain it very well for research what we want to do. So the answer is yes, there were many data points, but few of them I success given the technologies that are involved. Is there a considered previous assessment you have worked with the utilization? Yeah, that's a question about the specific tool that I wrote. Is there on that? I'm just going to your guess. We have to report I think that the dream, so specific to this, the dream that the services are after, that they're kind of giving away in interaction there. So we've got the example of interaction ants that they put smart guns on the backs of these spiders using cameras to track ants in these colonies. That's our largest data set because of the interactions. And they're planning some in general, that's right. Some that are planning to deploy enough data to get interact both between animals and political relationships. So it's very invested in the data exposed. So that's something that we don't call it that stage yet. But that's something I think just, I think that'd be cool. And then I think just moving on to what's because I'm getting to the point where animals are backing each other up now 10 days as well. So there's a story out of the avalanche around 10 years from Seattle as well, California, and how they were relatively extinct until small populations discovered back in the 30s, protected, and now they've rebounded, and the Monterey Bay Brains are also conservation efforts are tracking to manage that operation. And they're about to release an article this year that's a program called IronNet. I really want to get the book, but the technology doesn't look before yet by the time they get it published. And IronNet is taking into perspective getting the social behavior interactions between baby males and resident females, and how and the tiger population to work together. And between groups that whatever the others, that's why they've offloaded data to storage, and the others, each other, they've offloaded data to the system of each other. So you can have the other data and all that. So that's really the frontier. That's not question here. The question is, how do you go about the story before you start the formulation process? Or do you fully have to get try to figure out what's the right story to tell based on this response research? The research in this book about animals, but it's really about the scientists who study them. They were so kind to sometimes they come to their homes in Ohio. I remember the James Down, the Atlantic, with the whale researchers. They work with us start to finish. We would usually do initial interviews to try and get a sense of anything we heard about their research in the scientific journal and reach out to them what we're doing. And then we teach initial interviews. We go, okay, what cool divisions? What are some of your favorite stories? What are some of your favorite individuals that surprise you with unique behaviors? And then once they share our data, we do initial plots and go to them for, okay, we're on the right track, yes, this looks good. And at the end, have an track it. Might have this diagram to fill the visuals first and write the story. Might have to fill taking space for the visuals. I don't know a lot of it, but that's once you finish the layout and draft the story and send it back over for you. Yeah, so there's slightly different stuff. It's impressive enough, but most of that was in my head, so in the sense that I researched the city and what's going on. So I usually need to be just so we don't like tell, but there's just much more interesting. It's like, oh, we showed research the graphic, and they're like, oh, that's a good thing about that, well, that's much more interesting, and you need to go back to doing it. So there's all the ends that we're biologists, geographers, desire, but our combined skill sets allow us to help scientists share the research more widely, and also in some cases we surprise them with what we're doing. Like, you know, with animals. I just want to go to talk about that, and that's really, for you here, Google, people work with data and have these critical skills. That's the key to the animal revolution. You don't have to be a biologist to get involved in conservation. These scientists all over the planet, in their data, we all study with of the instructors and probably a lot of people within the programming community, back in the UK at least, to try and get more people with programming experience to learn about concept of being not only the same state, but also people who have programming training to learn